After a sluggish start last week, Byung-hun proved that he still has the keys to South Korea's box office kingdom when Keys to the Heart moved up to take the top position. Unlocking $5.3 million from the weekend audiences, the comedy drama about a dodgy boxer who becomes the custodian for his disabled brother took in a cumulative tally of $15.1 million. This is partially due to the film appearing on about 100 more screens this weekend than it did on its opening weekend. Going past Coco and the latest Maze Runner sequel, along with The Gods, the Two Worlds is still drawing audiences, enough to climb back to the number 4 slot, up from number 5 last week. The fantasy about the post-life trials of a fireman and his afterlife guardians took in just under $2 million on weekend number 6, and now has a cumulative total of over $100 million. Along with The Gods is now the third most popular Korean film ever, currently sitting on 13.9 million admissions, looming behind the second most popular Korean film, Ode to My Father, which sold 14.2 million tickets in 2015. This is still a long way behind the all-time champion Korean film, The Admiral Roaring Currents, which finished up selling 17.6 million tickets in 2015. As an indicator of the political landscape, it's worth noting that those two top-selling films had the approval of ousted Korean President Park Geun-hye. Next at number 5 is a film that the former president would not have approved of, 1987, When the Day Comes. The compelling story of the political aftermath of the death of a democracy activist, 1987, When the Day Comes, took in around $1.5 million over its fifth weekend and has reached a cumulative tally of just over $53 million. As a further indicator that Korean cinema is in post-Park Geun-hye mode, at the number 7 slot is military whistleblower film The Disclosure. But left-wing politics doesn't mean certain box office success, and so The Disclosure underperformed for its opening weekend and has so far taken in just over $1 million since opening on January 24th. Also struggling to find an audience, and I don't mean maybe, is Bebopalula, a comedy about several elderly Korean men trying to realise their unachieved dreams. Bebopalula took a measly 189,000 since opening on January 24th and is unlikely to draw its core audience base away from their TV sets or, given the vintage of the title, their hospital beds. So that's it for now. Click here next week to catch the What Do You Think box office reports.